I'm not doing what TikTok thinks I'm doing. Doing it off camera. Okay. Hello. Something like that. Hello, guys. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram. Good evening. Thursday night. How are we doing? Date night for us. For the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. We'll see. How are you guys doing? Thursday night. Let's see. What's up from Portland? Hello, hi guys. Salt Lake City. Who is you? Good question. So bad. Yeah, they do. If especially if you get the ones that smell really bad. Why alone? Well, alone for a few more minutes. I do all right. I do all right, boys and girls. How are we doing today? What's up from AZ? What's up? Prepare for the Lord's coming, for sure. I've heard that. Hello. Are you on Love Island? No. No, this is just my home. Though some people call it Love Island. What's up? What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, buddy. I need to see more of you, actually. Down in my neck of the woods. So, be prepared. It's coming. It's coming. Hi. Hello. When does your boyfriend come? I don't know if that's like a gay joke or whatever. In 2022, a gay joke? There's shame on you. I'm straight as an arrow. What do you do if women are too intimidated by you because you have too much money and power? Well, I think that maybe the answer is like, don't flaunt it. You can be conspicuous with your consumption, but don't brag about it, right? So like, just let them see. Instead of being, oh girl, isn't this the worst? Girls, back me up on this. When guys like tell you how much money they make, they're like, oh, you should see what's in my bank. Oh, I just sold my company for blah, 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 blah. Or they like show you the worst, where they like show you their actual like, I don't know, their fucking Chase debit card account, you know? And like, look what's in my account, you know, as if it's gonna impress women. Women don't give a fuck about that. They care that you have a cool life, you're interesting, you can do whatever you want more or less. So if you're successful, that's the benefit. But women don't care about the number, boys and girls. Girls know. I'm just telling you, boys. They don't care about the number. Now, on the flip side of that, you can't be poor. What do they say in Mexico when poverty comes in the door, love goes out the window? But like bragging about the money to women never works. Instead, just consume conspicuously so they can see it. They'll see the watch, they'll see the car, they'll see the house. And let them come to the conclusion on their own. And it's way better than, that way you're not so intimidating or worse, off-putting. Right? That's what I'm saying. True, exactly. See? What's up, guys? What's up, Andre? Sorry, Instagram. I'm looking at you too. Right. Some women love the money. They can't lie. Of course, women like money, but they don't like it for the same reasons guys like it. They like it because you have a dope lifestyle. You can do whatever you want. You have nice things. You seem like you got your stuff together. That's dope. The women like that, but they don't need to know the number, and you don't need that much money to keep most women happy. You know. But if you have, you know, you got the cars, you got the boats, you got the jets, you got the houses, you got the access, you have a fun life, you can do whatever you want, you're not so boring. Those things are dope, and you can only have those things when you have money. So I think money matters, but not in the way that most of you guys think it does. Some of you guys think it matters how much you make per se. It's not how much you make. It's sort of how you spend it and what your lifestyle is like. That's way better. If you show a girl how much you make or brag about the number, it never works. You forgetting a lot of women be getting the bag themselves. I know many that make more. Listen, I'm not forgetting that women make money. We're in 2022. Women are killing the game. All of you guys, you're rising to this level of simpery, and because of it, women are just reaping the benefits, man. Just gimme, and they're getting it. And good for them. Get the bag, boo boo. Secure it. I'm far more proponent of that than all of you can possibly even know. And I think that women should be making a fuck ton of money while they can. Good for them. You know, and they don't have to do as much probably as a man has to do to make the same amount, but whatever. You know, we're all different. It's all good. What's your opinion? What's in your opinion? What's more important, success, money, or just fame and clout? Well, here's the thing: fame and clout ebbs and flows. Okay, so some days you're hot, other days you're not. Look at fucking MC Hammer. Okay, and then this guy, superstar one day, forgotten about the next. He had a ton of money, spent it all, and then he didn't actually start suffering in his life until he lost all his money, went bankrupt. So people don't need to know who you are for you to have a dope and exciting life. So if you have money, even if you don't have the clout ball, you don't have the hype right now, if you got money, you're chilling. But if you just have fame and clout and you don't have any money, okay, then you're going to be worse off, because not only will people not know you, but then the people that kind of do recognize you see you being fucking poor again or whatever, or poor at all. And that just, it's not a good look. You'll feel defeated in life. It will take away from you. It's far better to have money. And then if the clout ball comes to you, you get the hype for a minute during that ebb and flow. Great, good, perfect. But at least you're secure. You know, you can secure yourself a good life, because otherwise, when the hype passes on to the next person or whatever the fuck, because it always does, you're not left screwed. And you know what? And that's what happens with musicians. They make a lot of money, but they make more clout than money per se. So what they'll do is they'll leverage the clout. They get a lot of girls. They get a lot of exciting and stuff, all that stuff. Then they kind of get cold. They kind of die out. They're not like, most musicians and celebrities aren't like superstars, so they don't stay relevant persistently like Leonardo DiCaprio or like Drake or somebody. They're more like a flash in the pan. So if they don't have enough money, when their little flash is over, they're fucked, and they're gonna go back to what you hear about these stories all the time, when guys end up being security guards and shit after being hella famous for like a minute. You know, it's not worth it. It's far better to have the money, even if you never get recognized, because at least your life will be dope and your family will have options. Clout doesn't pay the bills. Clout doesn't send your kid to private school. Clout doesn't buy your equestrian daughter a horse. Clout doesn't fucking pay that shit, okay? Unless you're so clouded that you get things for free, but you better be the fucking king, you know, a monarch or a fucking sheik or something. Then okay, then people will just gift you shit. But unless you're that, money's way better than clout, and clout's temporary. If you had to pick me personally, AP or Paddock for sure. But only because I like the classy vibes of Paddock. AP is a little bit too industrial for me. It looks like a gearhead too much. But a lot of people are fucking with APs. They're like, they have the hype ball right now too. Like Richard Millie's. People are like, APs, Richard Millie's, like, oh yeah, these are the dopest watches. And they are dope. They are dope, but it's a very unique and distinct style. You know, if that matches with your whole motif, dope, go for it. However, my style personally, I just like a little bit more low key. You know what I mean? But APs are sick if you want to be flashy. I love your vibe. You're so chill. I'll take that. Giselle, what's up, girl? How the kids? What's a good age for a serious relationship? As a man, 30s, late 30s. Serious relationship where it's like family and kids are coming, late 30s, something like. My husband is 18 years older. Marriage was arranged. How's that going, actually? That's super interesting. Fuck, I'm getting a Paddock now. Paddocks are sick. Paddocks are dope. They have like a level of, there's like layers to Paddock. So like the lower ends, they can have the more AP style, but the higher ends are more classy if you look at them. So it's like you There's a whole range. And if you're working directly with paddock, they're super sick because you can get like, that's like they'll call you and go to the back room and shit. It's super dope. It's super sick. Who are you? How should I know? What do you do for a job? I don't have a job. What do rich people think about Asian women? I think that's a preference thing. Trust fine, buddy. What age should I look for a man for settling down? I'm 27. Don't want too old. At 27, you got a full range. Anyway, just date late 30s, pushing 40. This is a good age range for you. Age does not matter as long as you're happy. Well, that's true. As long as it's legal. If my boyfriend and I keep breaking up and getting back together, is it a sign we should move on? Typically, most couples do that whole rubber band thing where they go like get back together and then they break up, and they're back together and they break up again, and they're back together and they break up, and that's always the beginning of the end, or the middle of the end. Once that starts happening, inevitably one of those breakups will stick, and not a relative. Yeah, exactly. What age should a 21-year-old date? Whatever age works for you. Just if you're a woman, date older. How should I get over a crush? How should I get over a crush on a married woman whom I see quite often? Date around a bit. Don't obsess over a married woman, It's not worth it. And here's the thing. There's a genuine risk to your life dating a married woman. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to know the risk. When you're dating a woman who's married, or seeing a woman who's married, even on the sly, because some women do that shit, But the thing is if the husband goes out, these guys, especially these over-possessive husbands that don't have much going on with their lives, they don't have a whole lot of options or whatever, they're one bad day from just ending it all and bringing you with them, okay? So all what's going to happen is that husband is just going to walk in and discover his wife with you, and it's over for all of you. That's the risk. You get what I'm saying? And I don't recommend it unless you find yourself on the long end of a shotgun or something like this. Fuck that. So just understand the risk. Dealing with married women, and worse than that, the overly jealous husband who's entirely capable of a crime of passion may be the end of your life. So maybe just date around a bit. You get what I'm saying? Do you think it's okay if a celebrity dates a normal person? I think that celebrities do date normal people. However, they're more relatable to other people that are in the same sphere as them. So they tend to date people that are also sort of at the level of visibility that they are, because most normal people, it's very hard for them to understand what a celebrity is going through. Particularly like social media, movies, feedback, critics, reviews. They're sort of riding a hype wave, all that shit. Like, it's very hard for them to stay in a mental space that's super healthy. And most normal people that don't deal with that shit don't really understand. So I think it's pretty common for them to date other people in that range so that they feel like that the person kind of gets it. You get what I mean? They marry them too, and it changed your life so much. Yeah, exactly. If you posted a date application, it would be sure be full. Yeah, but I'm picky. How often do you think... This is a good one. How often do you meet a woman and think she's special? Oh, good Lord. Rarely. Let's put it that way. Most of it becomes pretty repetitive. Thanks for that, sure. Do you think if I have no support, should I get a divorce? I think that if you're gonna get a divorce, make sure you have an exit plan, because if not, it's gonna be a rough road for you. Why you keep flexing that arm like you got something going on? You think I'm flexing? I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. Because I'm pretty skinny, and it's hard for me to work out, so I wouldn't say I'll take that as a compliment. Most people don't say that I'm like flexing. Are you saying my arms look big? I'll take that. So you're Russell? Yeah, that's look at the top left of my name up there. What's up, guys? I recently moved back home after a long-term breakup. How do men feel about that? I don't think men mind if the women live at home. That's great. Good for them. I think women mind if the men live at home. Ugh, icky, right? But if the women are living at home, that's cool. I think guys are fine with that. Hi. Typically, the women go over to the man's house anyways, so whatever. What's up, Ning? Hence why you're trying to flex it. I wouldn't say I'm trying to flex it, bro. I'm just trying to. I'm sitting outside, you know. But I'll take it. What's up, guys? What's up, Denise? Hi, how are you? What's up? I'm doing great. Hello, Instagram. Hello, TikTok. What do you think about a little belly? Not a fan. Should you date a medical school student? Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with dating students of any kind, but medical and law students are very busy, and it's almost a very consuming thing. And the residency's even worse. So just know that that's an investment. Here's the other thing. Here's the risk you run. If you're a woman dating a man who is in medical school, when he gets out and gets a doctor and gets his residency and becomes an official doctor, their egos grow disproportionately greater than their success, particularly when they're in residency. But then they come out of residency and they become these doctors. Doctors have the biggest egos, particularly the men. And what happens then is that they just feel like they can do better. And the girl that was the honest, loyal, caring girl that supported them all through med school and residency becomes somebody that's not at his level anymore, and he starts looking to replace you. Doctors are notorious for that. And just know what you're getting into, because that's a big risk and a big investment on your part. Do you think I should dump a man who has disappointed me so many times? Well, you know, you must love disappointment. Keep going back. You must love it. Sounds like you love him. Oh my gosh, what? Oh yeah. Yeah. If you don't know that doctors, particularly male doctors, have big egos, you have your head in the sand. What's up, Denise? Thoughts on living at home to be able to buy your own place at 23? I mean, you know, you're 23. Here's the thing. Being able to buy your place at 23 with the level of income you'll have as an average 23-year-old isn't going to be a dope place anyways. It's not going to be a very amazing place for you. I say move out, spend your little bit of money on a decent place that you can rent, and that's it. And then when you start making real money, then consider buying a place, maybe closer to 30. You don't need to buy a home at 23. What's up, guys? Do you think I should dump him? Oh, I already answered that one. Oh, I see. He is flexing. You guys think so? Here, there's a little flex for you. I'm a skinny guy, but I'll flex for you. I don't have much going on, but I got something. Yo, what's up? What's up? Why do you have a filter on your face? This isn't a filter? I'll tell you that's a compliment too. In fact, that was the whole issue. I was going to even turn on the ring light, but watch what happens. Ugh, like washed out completely. It's all natural. Well, I'll take the compliment. Wow, big difference. I know, right? Kind of fuck this one up, let it burn too long. Do you have a skincare routine? Not much, really. I scrub my face way too hard. I just use soap on it. I wouldn't recommend it. I have a couple of other like moisturizers that I use like after I get out of the shower, but that's about it. Howdy. Y'all from Tennessee? Howdy, y'all from Tennessee. I know that neck of the woods really well. I'm from the South. I'm from South Carolina, but I live in LA now, but I'm from South Carolina. I spent a lot of time in Tennessee. Who are you? I'm not sure. Just a guy on the internet, apparently. Are you more of a real estate? Are you more of a real estate, stock, or business buyer kind of guy? No, none of those things. I have a few businesses that more or less run themselves, and at this point, I'm just kind of, managing that, and I do all right. Can't complain. Could be worse. May my energy touch your soul, bring you joy and love that you well deserve. I'll take that. It was an incantation. I live in LA now from North Carolina. Yeah, same as me, except South Carolina. What is the advantages of being rich? Well, having more money in general just gives you choice and freedom. Like when you're living paycheck to paycheck or barely getting by or trying to hustle one hustle to the next or whatever, you become sort of trapped in that, and worse than just actually trapped because you're just barely having enough to pay for things and you have to negotiate all the time. Your mindset sort of changes too. You're like, start getting into the "can I afford it" mindset. Like, I can't really do that. I'm planning out shit. I'm planning out going out to a nice dinner 2 weeks in advance. Just shit like that. It's very it's like a prison, but not just a financial prison, but more like a prison in your mind too. You start really thinking about like the way you think about money, the way you think about your finances, like how you plan, is all based on a low level of income, and you get kind of trapped in a routine and kind of a rut too, that over time just sort of just takes from you. Whereas when you start having money, when you start figuring out ways to have money, and also if your mindset shifts accordingly, then more money sort of comes to you, and more than that, you get like choice and freedom. That's the whole point. Spend a year in Greenville. Oh yeah, I lived in Greenville for a bit. What are the disadvantages? More problems. Like you get other things happen. You get more lawsuits. You get family hitting you up for money. You get more complicated. As you make more money, the layers that comes with that becomes more complex, and you have to start figuring it out. And it's just like more little games you have to play to like keep what you got and all that stuff. There are disadvantages too. Do you work 40 hours a week? No. I used to though. Do you actually make cologne? Yes. So I have a cologne. I don't actually make it myself, but I had it made. I had it designed by an awesome perfumer in New York, and I had a cologne made for me, uniquely for me. That's really just dope. I didn't want to wear the same shit everybody else was wearing, and for me, it just ended up being like a classy cologne that I would wear that wasn't Dior Sauvage or Chanel de Bleu or like same thing everybody else fucking wears, So instead, I had my own made. It's the links in my bio. I had a few thousand. I had 1,000 bottles made. A few hundred of them have sold. There's a few left. You want to check it out? Definitely check it out. Change your life too. Call it introduction, because if you smell good, you need no introduction. So it's totally worth it. Check it out. Isn't it date night? It's early, guys. But you're right, it is. We're on a date right now. Cologne is for courting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta smell good. Some of you guys need it too. Straight up, need it. Are you related to Justin Hartley? No, I get that question a lot though. Do you still post, or does it not come up on my For You page? I post, but it's kind of rare. I don't post that much anymore, man. I post maybe once a week. I try to go live though. I think the gold's in my lives, to be honest, particularly on Instagram. But I do post. But I just got to be careful about posting, because I'm probably one post away from getting fucking banned or deleted or some shit. Who's Justin Hartley? An actor that shares the same name as me, last name. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem. Thoughts on family tree? I found out I'm related to, I don't know who that is. I have no idea who that is. Diana. Do you say y'all? Yeah. Some of my like southern like colloquial expressions come out from time to time. You'll hear it sometimes. Justin Hartley is on This Is Us. Yeah, I don't really know him. I strangely know about him, but I'm not going to tell that story again. What's up, guys? Do the rich have their own hierarchy and discipline? I wouldn't say that they have their own hierarchy and discipline. I just think they become more disciplined because they recognize like their value. They have to start doing things a little bit differently to ensure that they keep making money and continue to be successful and all that stuff. And it requires them to like develop these habits that they have to have in order to stay and maintain this level. And they're always sort of improving that level. It's not necessarily that they're improving themselves per se. They might be, but more or less they're improving the processes that make them successful. And sometimes in just simply doing that, you improve yourself along the way. Does that make sense? You increase your throughput. Dane hates when I use y'all. Sometimes it happens. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about that. Y'all okay. Sometimes I do say y'all, though. It's funny you say that. Thanks, no problem. What color are your eyes? They're like I think they're like hazel, kind of brown though. You're nice. What are you looking for? I'm not looking for anything. My life's great. I'm not looking for anything. What are you looking for, Allie? What's your zodiac sign? I'm a Libra. Joey. Hello, nice to meet you, friend. Nice to meet you, friend. He's a Libra. I am a Libra. That's right. You remember. That's dope. That's good you remember that. That's sick. Not a lot of people know that. When I smoke cigars, TikTok pushes me off the For You page, though. When I'm not smoking, I'll have like 300 viewers. If I smoke, though, it's like... I don't get anybody. Oh, just the people that follow me. I want to move. Yeah, I feel that. As soon as I could, I bounced. You know what I mean? Hey, boy. Max wants to make a cameo. My boy Max. Okay, he wears a tie like me. Look how handsome he is. He's a good boy. He's a good man. Got a birthday coming up soon. Yeah, October 2nd. Yeah, it's Max. That's right. Hey, Max. What's up, buddy? He's getting a haircut and a bath tomorrow. You getting a bath? Yeah, he's alright. I like him. He's got to start paying rent, though. He's a Belgian Shepherd. No, he's a Yorkie Poodle mix. But I shave his hair down to make him kind of look like a little black lab. He's like 8. He's old. Are you in Miami? No, I'm in LA. Though I have been in Miami and I will be in Miami more. The story I posted on my Instagram was from Miami Swim Week. If that's why you're asking that. He looks like a baby lab. See, exactly. Yeah, he's a Yorkie Poodle. That's right. Yeah, he does look like a little baby lab. He does for sure. Don't you, boy? Look at a little baby lab. It's so funny. They squash my visibility when I smoke cigars on live on TikTok. Okay. What initially made you successful? Also, I agree with you about working on yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially. will attach itself. Well, yeah, you kind of you'll dial in the financial part, and then that will sort of propel you into the more like personal development stuff. People kind of have it backwards. They focus too much on personal development, and they end up reading books and things about how to improve themselves, how to improve their life, blah blah blah, and they're not actually taking action. Like they'll read all these fucking self-help books, and they'll just be spinning their wheels, or they'll look at these self-motivation, self-help quotes, or like listen to motivational music about some guy just like saying you gotta work hard, you gotta achieve. And then what that does, all that really does is sort of make you feel like you're starting to work harder. You might feel like you're doing something, but you're not really doing anything. And then so you sort of end up spinning your wheels and staying in place, you see. The improvement comes when you start taking action towards things that actually improve your life, like particularly increase your level of income. And then as your level of income increases, you start, like an engineer, start figuring out, you'll start going, okay, what can I do to make even more? What can I do to get to the next step, to the next step, to the next step? And then self-improvement is a part of that process to get you to the next step. You see what I'm saying? It's certainly not reading motivational books. It's certainly not doing self-help stuff. Almost always does that self-help stuff end up just keeping you in the same place you were at a year ago. It's more about just taking the action, start doing the thing that makes you some money, and then as you continue to build that, will the self-improvement come? Because it's necessary if you want to get anywhere. Otherwise, you'll fail. So, like, it's more about, like, finding something that works and then tripling down onto that shit. And then so will you start to improve your life in that way. Does that make sense? Where's your girlfriend? No girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. That's a great question. Just saying that. Just start with finding something that works for you financially. That takes a long time because you got to care about it too. You got to care about what you're doing with yourself. And then as you develop you will be forced to like learn new skills and stuff that's going to make you like improve your life and make more money. And oftentimes you're faced with like looking at yourself in a mirror actually and really seeing yourself. And that's harsh for a lot of people. And people can't really take it. But you'll get past that because you'll continue to push yourself forward to make more money or whatever. And then you'll sort of improve as a derivative of like finding something that's working for you financially. I'm glad I started following you, man. Thank you for the words of wisdom. Of course. I got you. Okay, TikTok, let's talk to you. Are you against loving someone else that's also successful? No. Why would I be? That's crazy. I was raised by a single mother. My mother had to raise 2 boys by herself with no education, and she was forced, because of that circumstance, to make something of herself. She ended up starting a business. She started making money because it was a necessary requirement for us all to survive. And she was smart enough to be able to figure it out in a time where it certainly isn't as easy as it is now. And so she figured it out, and she provided for us in a way that was meaningful. And we were able not only to just eat, but we started living well because of her success. And then through that whole process, because she had to for her damn kids, she had to think greater than herself, so she wasn't held back by all these feelings of self-doubt and loathing even. She wasn't held back by any of that shit. She had to, even if she felt those things, she didn't have time to sit around and cry about it. She had to feed her kids, which was me and my brother. And so she had to figure it out. And through the process of figuring it out, did she not only improve her financial situation, but also improved her life and the lives of us kids. So would I be intimidated by a woman who like worked that for herself? Why the fuck would I be? Like women usually run, and once they get some focus and are not so focused on boys or whatever, they usually become very, very successful because they stay organized. They get a lot to work for and live for, and they're usually more detail oriented and less lazy than men. Women can fucking kill the game if they're focused. Are you rich? I do all right. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay, let's see here. Did you start making good money right after college? Yeah, well, it depends on what you think is good money. Yes, I did. I have a degree in mathematics. So for me, I moved into like aerospace engineering. I worked for Northrop Grumman for a long, long time. And I was making good money out of the gate there. But now I would think that wasn't very good money at all. At all. But, it just depends on what you think good money is. That's me. See, there you go. She was a go-getter. Well, she had to. What was the alternative? Fucking, like, spin her wheels, run in circles, and not eat and not feed her kids? She had to be a go-getter. What's the alternative? You know what I'm saying? She had to figure it out, lest we all starve to death. So she was motivated for sure. And that's what I mean. When a woman's focused, like, they can fucking kill the game. And she had 2 kids, single mom. She was focused. Facts, yeah. If you have talents, it will make you a lot of money and it becomes successful. Yeah, but usually, I mean, some people have God-given talents. Mine is like speaking. I'm a preacher by nature, so my talent's like speaking. But you'll also develop necessary skills to, like, improve your life. So you'll do that kind of through the process. What is it, boy? What are you looking at? What's your goals right now? More. It's bigger, better, more, even more. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's sad. Okay, I'm not in your league. I have to stay married to the breadwinner. I have 0 money and 0 support. Yeah, that's tough, Candace. I understand. That's the thing. Sometimes with marriage or whatever, particularly the women that don't work, they can sometimes end up in sort of a financial prison, and where they're unhappy, if they have nowhere to go, no support system, they end up stuck in marriages that aren't dope for far too long or forever, and that sucks because you're sort of in a prison, and it's not even like a dope prison. It's just like a necessary prison that you can't really escape from. You see, and it will take a lot for you to kind of figure something else out. And the thing is, if you don't have any work experience, or you haven't really done anything to make yourself any money, you get kind of trapped, and that's an unfortunate situation. I'm sorry to hear that. Queen Elizabeth, yeah, I saw that. That's sad too. Alternative youth pastor, yeah, maybe. She passed today. I know, I saw that. Yeah, I know, I saw that. Shame. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, it is. Sorry to hear that, Candace. I hope that you figure it out, though. Is your brother also successful? My brother's just not really like me in general. He's my brother, but we've kind of like diverged dramatically. He's just not like I am. He's hungry for success in a different way that has nothing to do with what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, or what success to him is not what I consider to be successful, and vice versa. What I consider to be successful is not what he considers to be successful. So like we just have paths that have completely whoop, like that. I still talk to him. We're still close enough, but he's got his life and I got mine. In some ways, I wish we were closer. On a bright note, I bought your cologne and the travel size. Can't wait for it to give it to a special someone. Just got home from a date. Maybe down the road that gentleman will get it. Yeah, there you go. That's sick. Yeah. What do you think about it? Do you have it? Did it arrive today, or did you just buy it? Because the cologne is sick. The cologne is an absolute game changer. A lot of girls are buying it as gifts, and then guys are buying it for themselves. It's a big time difference. Where did the dog go? He's literally right beside me. Good night. I'm going to sleep. Actually, so am I. So thanks everybody for joining me. We will be on again probably tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram, and we'll talk again soon. All right. Thanks. Bye bye. Oops.